This is the story of a man who knew the voice of God and still ran. He was a prophet, but also a son, a man of truth, yet a man of fear. Before the fish, before Nineveh, there was Gath-Hepher. Jonah was born in Gath-Hepher, a small village in the land of Zebulun. His father, Amittai, was a quiet man, stern but faithful, a shepherd by trade, and a man who feared the Lord. Jonah was not like his father. Where Amittai was rooted, Jonah was restless. He dreamed of distant cities, of being used by God in powerful, visible ways. But the God he loved would test him in ways he never imagined. Speak, Lord, your servant is listening. Arise, Jonah, son of Amittai. Go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry out against it, for their wickedness has come up before me. But Nineveh was Assyria, a brutal empire, a threat to his people. God was asking him to warn his enemies, to give them a chance at mercy. Jonah froze. Nineveh, the brutal, bloody empire that had crushed nations, that mocked Israel's God. That city! No, not Nineveh. They deserve fire, not mercy. No, Lord, send someone else. Fear, anger, pride, all mixed in his chest like a storm. And just like that, Jonah ran. Jonah, where are you going? To Joppa. I need time. But Jonah wasn't going to Joppa for time. He was buying a ticket to Tarshish, the farthest place he could find, away from Nineveh, away from his calling, away from God. Down to Joppa he fled, as fast as his legs could carry him. There he found a ship headed for Tarshish, the farthest place from Nineveh. One seat, that's all I need, just one. Silver first, then you can board. He paid. No prayer, no goodbye, just the sea wind and escape. But you can't outrun God, not by land and not by sea. The skies blackened, the sea rose like a beast unleashed. The boat groaned, tossed like a leaf in a hurricane. Throw the cargo overboard! Pray to your gods! Where's that passenger? Below deck, Jonah slept, haunted, exhausted. Wake up, sleeper! Pray! Maybe your God will spare us. Call to your gods! We are dying! It's you. Who are you? The sailor yelled. I am a Hebrew. I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the land, and I am running from him. What should we do? The sailor asked. Throw me into the sea. Only then will it stop. We can't. You must. With trembling hands and whispered prayers, they threw Jonah into the storm, and the sea grew still. Beneath the waves, sinking like a stone, Jonah waited for death. But mercy had a strange form. God sent a great fish, not to kill Jonah, but to carry him, into the dark, into the silence. Jonah echoing inside belly. I called to the Lord in my distress, and he answered me. From the depths of the Sheol I cried, and you listened. For 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah was buried in the deep, swallowed but not forgotten, trapped but not forsaken. Out of the belly of Sheol I cried, and you heard my voice. When my life was fainting away, I remembered you. Salvation belongs to the Lord. And the fish, obeying the voice of the Lord, swam to shore and spat Jonah onto dry land, drenched, gasping, changed. Jonah, arise, go to Nineveh. This time, Jonah rose. The walls of Nineveh towered over him, bloody, towering, cruel. But Jonah stepped inside, yelling, 40 days more, and Nineveh will be overthrown. His voice echoed down the alleys, and somehow the people listened, hushed. He's right. We've gone too far. From the king to the beggar they wept, they fasted, they repented. Let everyone turn from evil. Who knows, God may yet show us mercy. And God did. God had mercy. But Jonah? He was furious. I knew you would do this. I knew you were merciful, you're gracious, slow to anger, full of mercy. But what about justice? That's why I ran. He sat outside the city, sulking. God caused a leafy plant to grow beside him, shade for his head. At least this is comfort. But the next day, God sent a worm to chew it down. The sun scorched his head. I'm angry enough to die. You pity a plant that grew in a night, but not a city of 120,000 souls? Should I not care for this great city? For the children, the animals, the lives? Jonah, my mercy is not your enemy. It is your lesson. We never hear Jonah's reply. Perhaps he said nothing. Perhaps he wept. But we're left with the question God asked him. And maybe it's asked of us too. Can we accept that God's mercy is bigger than ours? That it reaches into places we fear and despise? Jonah ran from grace, but grace still found him and swallowed him whole, not to destroy him, but to change him. Because in the end, that's what mercy does.